Good morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you are. My name is Barbara Beckley, and I know I'm on a few platforms right this morning, but the biggest one of the platform that I want to talk about is the Diamond Factor Experience. I am the founder and CEO of the Diamond Factor LLC, and also just to spread just a few words this morning, this afternoon, this evening. I'm saying it like that because I don't know who I'm talking to. I mean, it's global right now, and we're always online. So I want to speak to everyone that's listening or seeing me right now. I hope so. I just really hope that everybody's having an awesome day. Sorry, I feel like I got something on my lip. Awesome day today. I know in the US we are celebrating Thanksgiving, hopefully with families and friends. I know it's a little bit different now because we're dealing with the whole pandemic for the last months and months. And I know everybody was like, well, how are we going to do it this year? How are we going to get with family? How are we going to get with friends? And I just wanted to come on to say, first of all, the first thing is to be safe. Put that before anything. You want to be safe. You want to make sure that you can continue to see family and friends, but we have to be safe. We have to do the due diligence and putting our mask on and staying the distance. And I know it sucks. I know it sucks. Believe me, I just went to the store last night to get a few things to make me a meal today, and just trying to breathe in the mask to run through the store and then making sure you're not close to anybody is it is a project of its own. So I get it and I understand that. But I wanted just to come on to share something that's really, I usually come on when there's things that's in my heart that I really just want to just pump out and share to others. Now, this morning, I've been up since 5 o'clock Central Time this morning. And I done 6 interviews with different wonderful, awesome, amazing ladies that are impacting lives of others. I do it because it's a part of a mission that I have is to help promote and give exposure and increase exposure for women, usually more women. I mean, I love the men, but my mission, is really to try to, get them up there, have them shine like a diamond, as I always call. And I'm telling you, first of all, I couldn't believe I did back 6 interviews this morning. I was like, thank you, anniversary. I mean, Thanksgiving today for me. But it was such an awesome experience, a wonderful, amazing experience to interview these ladies this morning. I mean, they're all going to be put on, you're going to see them in the Diamond Factor Experience group if you're not attached to that. And I'm going to also paste it in my own personal page of these interviews I had this morning. But to have 6 wonderful ladies talk about their purpose and what they do and how they create an impact in the world and what they love to do, and they continue to do it. And I know there's this one lady, she's been doing art and a lot of things in the industry for 20 something years. And she was like, Barbara, I wanted to get the best of a mentor. So she goes every year, like, I think, yeah, France, just to go to this certain mentor that mentors her and has been doing this for her. And now she's a mentor in her craft of what she loves to do. And, when I hear these women talk about what they love and what they do to move forward and what they need to do, I was just thinking to myself, see, that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about PPD, purpose, passion, and drive. You're going to wake up. You're going to go through the day. You're going to go to sleep thinking about, I need to do what I need to do that's in me. No matter, no, it's like no means, any means, whether it was word, any means necessary, you're going to do what you want to do. And when I hear these women talk, and what they went through and the challenges, and they don't let the challenges stop them from moving forward. I was like, who am I to sit here and make little excuses about if I got a little headache or stomach ache or maybe I'm not feeling it today or whatever. You know, while I'm not feeling, I'm just using an example. If I'm not feeling it a day, do you know that you might miss out on touching somebody else's life to get them moving in their lives? And that's what I always get concerned about when I take my little, and I'm not saying you don't take a break. I don't want people taking this and running and say, well, Barbara said, you can't take a break, you can't sleep. No, I'm not saying that. You need to do that because you need your strength in order to create an impact in people's lives. So I don't want people getting that little, condition saying, well, Barbara said this. But what I'm saying is to don't let circumstances or situations, no matter what comes your way, to stop you from your PPD. And I'm like, they just gave me like a whole new just a spark. And then it showed me how now why I love to do what I do. So I was listening. Hey, Miss Carol. So I was listening to Oprah last night. I told myself, because I was working, I worked till like 1 o'clock this morning, and I was listening to some motivational speakers that I listen to, Oprah and Steve Harvey and ET, which is Eric Thomas, and Lisa Nichols, and the list goes on. So I was listening to all these wonderful motivators last night when I was working, and Oprah brought out something from a while ago. She was speaking at a college, and she said these words, which I forgot. I didn't know who said this. And I'm so glad that I was listening, because I was like, wow, I've been trying to figure out who said this particular quote. And it was Oprah. And she said, your legacy, no, your legacy, yeah, she said, your legacy is, oh, I'm not, I didn't wrote it down. Look at me now. Here, I can't read my own writing. Oh, your legacy is every life you touch. Now, I think she got it from her mentor, and now I can't see. I should have wrote it down. I should have wrote down her name. But anyway, I don't want to mess this up because this is powerful. So your legacy is every life you touch. Now, just let that just sit with you for a minute. Your legacy is every life you touch. You know how we're always talking about we want to leave a legacy, for the youth. We want to leave a legacy for our family. We want to leave a legacy for certain, groups that you might be a part of. But every life you touch, you're leaving just a little legacy to them. You're giving them something. You're empowering somebody. You're motivating somebody. You're moving somebody forth, and maybe they didn't realize at the beginning, but now that you said something, you put something out there, just a little taste of something to them, and you're leaving that little legacy in their lives. So I bring this up, again, I'm so glad that I heard this last night when I was listening to Oprah and some other motivational speakers, that every person that you come in contact with, and the gift and talent that you have in you, it is so important to share some wisdom and some wealth to them, and the value that you have, because you are value. You have a purpose on this earth. I keep saying it over and over again. I'll keep saying it over and over again. You were not put on this planet just as an accident. You were not. You put on this planet for a purpose, and to leave the little golden nuggets or the diamond nuggets or whatever you want to call them to people so they can move forward. So with all that, I am so thankful today that I'm here for a reason. And not just to say I have certain qualities in me and special gifts in me, but able to take those gifts and leave a legacy in a person's life every single day, anytime you touch something, every time you talk to somebody. So I just want to leave that with you. And that's what I'm thankful for today. I mean, there's so many other things that we all know that we should be thankful for, but dealing, with this whole month-to-month thing with the pandemic And this seeing people, I'm seeing people grow. I'm seeing people looking at things in a different light, even myself. I'm seeing that my creativity has increased to where it wasn't before. I'm seeing that how important it is to sit into your purpose and to sit into what you're passionate about and then what drives you. You go back and you say to yourself, I didn't go through all these challenges and things in life just because. There's always a reason why you deal with things in life, the challenges, the earthquake, the storms, as I would call around you. There's a reason for it. That's not in vain either. But we have to make that decision. We have to make that decision to tell ourselves, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to use your talents for? What are you going to use your gifts that you have, the value that you have? Value yourself first. No one else can value you or tell you what your purpose is unless you understand it within you. And then once you understand that, then you take it a step further and say, guess what? I'm going to create, just like the word I said, your legacy is every life that you touch. You will touch so many people. Do you know how many people are waiting for you for to give them that word and then they can go and move forward in what they do in life? I'm going to share this story real quickly again. I shared it before a month ago, and it really blew me away when I found out. So a few months ago, I was on Facebook, and some just told me to get on Facebook and talk about my experience that I had when I was younger, when my father passed. Because at that point in time, my mind was really I'm going to say it was crumbling because my father just passed. Is that a lot of people heard my story? My father is seven. My father at the age of 17, for me, my father passed and he was murdered. And at that time, I lost it. Just couldn't fathom that he was gone out of my life. He was my rock. He was the one that encouraged me. He's the one that brought up and gave the idea of the diamond because he kept saying that I was a diamond in the rough. Well, when I found out, they had to rush me to the hospital because I just lost it. I completely lost it. And they were scared that I was going to do something to myself. So they put me on the suicide watch for 8 hours. So at that time, those 2 days that I was in the hospital, there was a lot of those thoughts going in my mind saying, you know what, I'm just done. I'm just going to end this. I'm just going to end it. I'm done. My dad's gone. There's no one here to encourage me. It's like I felt like the world was just crumbling around me. And then, like I said, magic happened. And the nurse came in my room and she basically told me, I don't know what's going on. Now, she didn't know me. I didn't know her, but something turned her around and to tell me that whatever you're thinking about, whatever kind of suicide that you're thinking, that you're trying to take your life away, the person that left, that passed away in your life, would not want you to do it, would not want you to end your life. So I told this story on Facebook a few months ago. And I just wanted to really, because I just had this pull to tell the story about how I was at that time in my age, that I was back and forth about taking my own life, taking the precious life that God Almighty gave me. I was ready to say I was ending it because my dad was gone. I felt like he was my rock and I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know what else to do. And I know a lot of people maybe been there, maybe thought about it. You never know. You never know who you're reaching out here in social media land, as I call it. So I said my story, and then a day passed after I said the story. So a lot of people shared it out to their Facebook, and then they shared it out. You know how you could share, and then you don't even know who's getting what you put out there after a while because everybody's sharing the other person. You might not even know that person or the individual that shared it out. So I got a message. 2 days after that, I got a message in Messenger. This lady just messaged me. Didn't know her. She wasn't on my friend list or anything. I didn't know her at all. And she's like, I know you don't know me, but I need to let you know that you saved my life, that you touched me. And I was like, okay. First, I was like, okay, I don't know you. What did I say? What did I do? What's going on here? And she said, I received a share from another friend that wasn't even my friend, but they shared it with me because they told me that they needed that I needed to see the video that you did a few days ago about you was thinking about at the age of 17 taking your life. She said the same time that she received that share video that I was talking about, that story, she was about to end her life. She basically told me I was at minutes, she said seconds, into saying, I am done. And she seen my video and she told herself, it's not my time. It's not my time. I still get, I'm sorry, every time I think about it, I get teary-eyed because that's why I push person, purpose, passion, and drive so much in people's lives. Because you don't know. You don't know who you're touching. You don't know who needs you to save their lives. You don't know. I didn't know that day. I didn't even understand why I was doing that story at that time. But I did it because I was just following that pull in my heart. And it went in so many different places till it reached this wonderful young lady that wanted to say she was done. I am so thankful for listening the wisdom of God, because I know that was God to tell me to do that. And it was God that made sure the videos were shared out. This is nothing about Barbara. This is about what's needed in this world today, that we need to listen to what our true purpose and passion and drive is in our lives, because we need to save others. I don't care how long I have to do this and say it, but it's so important that each and every one of you understand what value you have in you. Understand that you were here for a reason. Understand that the challenges and things that you deal with, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why that happens in your life. You are to give people hope that they can move forward. This woman today, she's living. She's doing what she needs to do. She started her own business. That would have never happened if I didn't follow suit. That's why I said we need to listen here. You need to listen here. Because if I didn't follow suit to it, who knows? She might not have been here anymore. She might have just did what she said she was going to do. So this is Thanksgiving today in the US. But as I always put it, and I always say, every single day is Thanksgiving. Every single day. Take this on. I was just talking to one of the interviewees today that I was interviewing this morning, and we were talking about Thanksgiving because they live in Canada. So I know they had their Thanksgiving a few weeks ago. So we're having ours today. And I said, it's funny how all around the world we are experiencing this pandemic. And it seemed like it put just a reset or a stop or whatever you want to call it, because there's all different words that people use right now, pivot, all this stuff they're using. But we had to stop and take a breath, literally take a breath. And we're all experiencing the same thing at the same time. I said, wouldn't that be awesome if in a positive manner, positive things like loving each other, every minority, every nationality, everything, if we can stop and breathe and do all that at the same time around the world? Why does it have to take a pandemic to get our attention? Why? And we have so many positive things that should get our attention to move forward and do what we need to do in this world. So I thank you for just being you. I thank each and every one of you for the purpose that you have in you, the one that you know about and the one that you're still trying to figure out. And I thank you for just living on and just making sure that, just like the words said that I heard last night, your legacy is every life you touch, every life you touch. And with that said, happy Thanksgiving. I love you. Thank you for supporting me all the time and continue to support me. You'll be seeing more of me. If you like it or not, you'll be seeing more of me because I have to do my purpose and make sure that I'm giving exposure and making sure that people understand how to shine like the diamond that they have in them. And that is your diamond factor, your PPD, as I always say. So Thanksgiving, please spend time with family and please make sure that you're safe and that you are thanking the people in your life. And I just want to share this video with you. And I appreciate you very much. Take care.